Hey, hey, welcome back, guys. All right, let's go ahead and take a peek at whatever our today's topic message may bring in. It's going to be for the 23rd of July. I know we're a little bit behind, but we'll get ourselves. I like to put these out 2 days in advance. Right now, we're just doing one day in advance, but we'll sort that out again. Time to go. Card 45. Um, this feels exciting. This feels like I don't know, somebody's over at walking along a boardwalk or something by the ocean, and it's like, okay, time to go home. It's been a fun day at the sea, but it is time to go back home now. Or if this is somebody who's like about to take a big leap in life, and it's like, okay, here I go. It's time. So let's see. It with those flags hanging overhead. I also think it could be like somebody's planning on something like for their birthday. This looks like birthday banners, like celebration, or maybe even like a race. It's I'm off to the races. I don't know if somebody watches like what's the car thing where they go around and around in the circle. Is it NASCAR, right? Sorry, I'm not a car person, so forgive me. I don't know. I've never seen one of those. But Six of Swords, Knight of Cups. So time to go is it's time to let go of isolation, loneliness, and healing. And it's time to go ahead and this is possibly the story of a divine masculine. It's time to go ask somebody out. It's time to tell somebody how they feel. It's time to go ahead and show some kind of love to somebody. We've got the compass. So I feel like he knows, and the sailing ship. Let me check. Is it that you are, you're headed towards somebody that you care about? Ooh, Two of Coins. There's an elephant is here, so there's big memories. I'm going to go ahead and say that I do think we have a masculine that is going toward someone or something that they really care about. We have the Fool. That Fool card being upright is the big old leap of faith. I'm ready to take a big old leap of faith. We've got all these photos. I feel like, I don't know if someone's about to turn 45, by the way. This could be a divine masculine who wants to go and I'm pausing on my words because I'm like, I don't want to say wants to. He must. He must come forward, and he's got like a gift to bring. We've been getting messages about gifts lately. I know we had like a collective message where it was like somebody was crafting a gift of sorts, but here he is like bringing flowers, like a gift. But this is big for him. Maybe he hasn't dated in a long time, but now it kind of looks, because of the elephant, he doesn't know how this is going to work, but he's remembering somebody, and now we have these photos. And it's like, I'm taking the leap of faith toward her, this person I remember, this person I look at pictures of, and God, I'm hoping for some good luck. We got the bunny here too. Somebody could have a pet bunny. But the only way, like this actually says that his heart is going to be calmer going ahead and doing this. Our knights are action takers. I have to go toward her. And we have a birthday gift here. Okay, so I definitely think maybe this is like a Leo or something, although we actually have Aries possibly it could be this feminine. He could possibly be a water sign or an air sign or an earth sign. Let's see. So are you going to give her this gift then? Because she stays on your mind. Seven of Pentacles, God, for such a long time. Also, he's worked up the courage, I'll say, to even be able to go and talk to her, right? Seven of Coins says he is ready to harvest. He has been, saving up his energy so that now it would be harder for him not to move toward her than to just go ahead and do it. 10 of Swords, 8 of Swords. Oh God, he's been working through he's been stuck in the feeling of a very, very painful ending. Although we actually have a feminine here in this painful ending. Let me just ask, why do you remember her? What is the deal with the elephant and you remember her? 2 of Wands. Oh gosh. Okay. And we have the map here. This is like he's thought for so long about taking this, do I move toward her? Do I show up? I'm wondering if he's been waiting for this specific time. So again, if she is, let's say, a Leo or something, doesn't have to be. I'm only suggesting that because this, is the message for the 23rd, right? And so I'm just wondering if, it's okay, it's go time. I've got to go see her. I've got to go. And it says that he's been thinking about this for such a long time. Do I send a letter or do I travel? We got the globe or we got the letter. We got the map in between. To me, this is him, debating for some period of time. Do I just go see her? I mean, I don't know how that would work out. I have no idea. And then finally, I think he's landing on, I need to deliver this in person. I need to give this love offer because honestly, I'll be too stressed out if I just send it without me showing up because I won't know if she got it or I won't know what she has to say about it. Okay, can we go back over to that 10 of Swords and the 8 of Swords that came out together? We have the Moon. He may be thinking, like, I'm assuming that maybe she was very hurt over an ending. I don't really know. I haven't talked to her since the ending. I don't know if she's stuck on the ending, if she hates me, I don't know. Who's unclear. The Moon card is there for a reason and that's hidden, but they are wearing these goggles, which I always think this is like the funniest little pair of goggles. It's made with like moth wings or butterfly wings. But it's like night vision mothy wings. Okay, 2 of Swords sideways. I said, who is it who's, confused or doesn't know what's going on? It could still, this doesn't help me to identify this with the 2 of Swords sideways because we have a feminine blindfolded, but it's sideways. The Devil and the Page of Swords in the reverse. I think he has no clue what she thinks of him anymore. Does she think of me too? He's been definitely heavily thinking about her with the elephant, right? But I think he's saying, I cannot figure out if she ever thinks of me or not. With that 2 of Swords sideways and, the Page of Swords in the reverse and the Devil in the reverse, it's like he's saying, she seems great. She seems happy. From what I can see, but I don't know if she ever spies on me. I don't know if she does, she's real good about it because I can't tell. There's even here, we have the word secret library across the top, and this should be the card of, gathering information. He's like, I can't tell if she's ever looked me up or if she's ever, still cared about me, wondered where I am. I wonder if you'll ever think of me kind of thing. And he's like, I can't tell. I don't even have an intuition on this. I don't know if for her this was just like done and over or if she still thinks about the ending of this. Let me just ask, why was there ever even an ending at all? 5 of Wands. Okay, so the ending could have been real murky too, because the 5 of Wands is like trying to figure stuff out, not being able to figure it out. And then it's like, I don't know, did things just get too cerebral, too heavy, too bogged down, too much, this is a card of arguing and fighting, but not necessarily the arguing and fighting where it's like we're in a fight. It's more the arguing and the fighting, trying to sort stuff out. 6 of Pentacles. And that 6 of Pentacles, I don't know if it just felt like they were never on the same page. So why do you think that now you want to come forward with this gift, especially if it's been some time and you don't even know if it's like for her, it's just totally over? Queen of Pentacles sideways. For the longest time in my Leo videos, Leo would always come up as a Queen of Pentacles, always. I mean, for like months. And now that kind of isn't like that. And I mean, I should just say this is straight up, an earth energy, not a fire energy. This could be a Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. I don't care so much about that. I care about what like vibe a character is giving off, which this says I know she's a super generous person. She's also very grounded, very solid. I know that she, time has passed. I know she continues to grow. Look, they have a good opinion of her, obviously, but they also know that she has boundaries, but her boundaries aren't to be mean. So I'm thinking that in their mind, they're like, I can't stop thinking about her. I'm going to go ahead and approach her because she's, it's not like she's mean or unkind or anything like that. So I feel like I could approach at least. And if she doesn't want anything to do with me, she'll probably be cordial, but also tell me I'm not interested in you. Like I think he's braced for whatever will happen. It's just he's missed her so much with that Five of Cups. This was a real love story. I don't know. Did he think this is the person he was going to marry? Because we see champagne and two glasses here. So it could very well be that this was like, how am I supposed to forget this when this is the person that I was, wanting to marry? Sorry, my hair's itching my face. This is a person I was wanting to marry. I'll always be sad about this. Five of Pentacles. This is a huge loss. The only thing is he may believe it was a devastating loss for her too. He may believe that, but then he's like, I don't know if she's totally over this now. Why do you believe that she felt like it was a devastating ending? Seven of Wands sideways. Ooh, that's not good. Blocking, no justice, fighting, problems, not getting beyond the problems. Maybe they blocked each other. Okay, so you're still saying that she's a great person though, and you think she was very wounded. Then I guess I don't get how two people couldn't have just worked through things. And why go to the blocking? I'm just curious, because if you're thinking, oh man, I love her, I want to go back, get back with her, I'm kind of like, but why did this ever even happen? Because what's really changed that would make this successful now? And we have the Two of Wands. I don't know if it was just two people on different pages, living in different areas, going different directions at one point. The Two of Wands is, the choice on how to do things. But we certainly have this feminine who's here, like clearly looking in one direction and having the world in her hand. I don't know if he's saying, because when it came down to the problems, like she saw it in one particular way. Maybe this was her. Maybe she made the choice to go ahead and just start a new cycle because we kept fighting. So it might have technically been her who chose a different path. And they're saying, because I did something impulsive. I said something impulsive. I've been ashamed of it ever since. I fired off a message or something, and that was the end of the line. So to me, this speaks of, these are words because it's swords. You can see the embarrassment here. It's like, I want to hide my head in shame. So there was a moment where a relationship was toppled over. The reason she made the decision to walk away, they were in the midst of an argument, and he said something very impulsively, and that was all she wrote. She was out. So that's where all of this big regret is. Yeah, Two of Pentacles, the World, the Ace of Cups. He knows that's where it was lost. He knows that was it. She apparently made the decision, like, I would rather start new and try to meet somebody else than constantly have to juggle and fight with you. It just looks like she wanted balance, not juggling. She wanted a new beginning. She did leave this for love. She may, though, if he said something mean, maybe was there a moment where the two of them could have gotten on the same page? Was she trying? Because this is a mother carrying two, little wriggly children, but she's doing it, right? Was it that the Queen of Pentacles at one point was like trying to work things out with them, and they said something because they were still wanting to fight or something, or they misinterpreted what she said and then they fired off something, and then that was it? Because this could have been a new beginning for the two of them, and they feel like they blew it. And then she walked, she bounced. That was it. She was done. She wasn't going to do any more of that. So if that is the case, and that's one interpretation that's the strongest one that I see, why did you not go talk to her any other time? Queen of Swords, again, I do see the blocking. We saw that with that Seven of Wands, and then we see her holding her sword upright, like in front of her, like, I don't want any more. I don't want any more. I put up my boundary. I really think that what happened should not have happened. And it seems like they're very aware of that. But it is time now, because I think that they can't forgive this. They can't get peace over this. So now they've got to come forward. They just have to. With that Six of Swords, it's like, and this might be why now with time to go, toward her and bring this gift, this Knight of Cups gift. Why is it right now? Is this because of some special event? High Priestess, they just really feel this pull at this point. So there might be a reason right now. And the reason could have to do with like something intangible, but it might also be like a particular important event. Oh my God, Five of Swords. Maybe this is even around the timeline where their fight was. This could be like the anniversary of a fight, whether or not they know that, like on a calendar. It could just be, how we remember certain things at certain times of the year, right? Certain memories come back. Like, I have a favorite place that I like to hike at a certain time of the year. And as soon as the weather shifts, my brain goes to that hiking spot. Doesn't matter where in the world I am, my brain goes to that favorite hiking spot when the weather turns to a certain time of the year. Even if I'm in a different climate, it's like, oh, it's October. Oh, my brain goes to that place, my favorite hiking place in October, just because the leaves changed color and it was really pretty. And that was always like one of my favorite places. And I feel like whether or not they know this, so this is, maybe it was a special event or a birthday or something. But on top of it, this is also the anniversary of the time when this blow up occurred, which is so very specific, I know, but it's almost like they subconsciously are so motivated to come back in now because they are subconsciously aware that this is the time when everything went to hell in a handbasket. This is the time when everything fell apart. So they are tapped into this window, this timeline. And maybe because that intuitive door is open, maybe she's thinking about them a bit too. Maybe that's why this is, the 23rd. Maybe she remembers this day too, without even knowing, our memories are funny things. It could be down to the day that they had this fight. And it could be, whatever, this day a month ago, this day 2 years ago, 10 years ago, whatever. But there's like a subconscious memory. We have a Page of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. It's also like with that High Priestess energy, like the desire to talk is really strong. And that also the desire, like maybe the sensual desire, like a basic desire, is also really powerfully like pulling them right now. Passion can come in many different forms, the passion of an argument, but also the passion of grief and the passion of, still desiring somebody, or the passion of having been in love with somebody. You roll all that together, and what you've got is just like a heck of a lot of emotions and the desire to talk. And then you put it against the backdrop of the timeline where they had this argument, and then maybe two people are both remembering this. If not remembering the fight, they're both still just feeling like that supercharged energy right now. That is maybe the best way to say it. Like, this is a supercharged energy right now. And that's maybe the other reason, is like, it's time. But I do think this centers around the memory of the argument. So, we see that as go time for him. We see him moving forward. We see him, doing this. So are you going to have any luck or fortune with this then? Six of Wands, Nine of Cups sideways. If they're approaching this feminine, she could be taken quite off guard. She could be having a really good day. Like, she could have just had some big success in her life. Something could be going really well. If this is like a birthday or something, she could have, received lots of nice messages from friends. She might be feeling really special, something like that. But I do think that this is not at all what she expected or would have been trying to welcome in. This is like, oh, this is going to be a surprise. Let me get one last message. Sorry, my phone's blowing up. Justice card. It's going to tear open a wound a little bit, but it's also a chance for them to talk about what went wrong in the past. This doesn't look unwelcome. It just looks like there's a lot to talk about here. All right, you guys, thank you for being here. Thanks for giving it a thumbs up and subscribing. Lots of love. Bye.